Kim Nielsen of Denmark, the man in charge tonight. But not just a dress rehearsal, of course, a competitive event this in its own right. Each nation will play 3 games. There's the usual 3 points for a win, and goal difference will decide the winners if they can't be separated on points. Brazil, need I tell you, in their world-famous strip of yellow shirts. Ibrahim Bar giving Leonardo a tough time. Back, the number 2 here. Maurice was brought down by Roberto Carlos. Big night for him on his home ground. He got a huge cheer when his name was read out in the starting lineup. Before their defeat in Norway at the weekend, Brazil had played 9 internationals this season and won 6, drawn 3. In fact, they'd won their last 6 games in a row before that defeat in Norway, scoring 18 goals in the process and conceding just 3. Brazil go on from this tournament to the South American Championships, which is, if you like, the equivalent in that part of the world of our European Championship, so a very serious event for them. Receiving a knock there and has had to go off the field. Turn by Leonardo. He thought he was going to get a corner, he was wrong. Actually plays his club football in France for Paris Saint-Germain, and Liverpool fans will remember him scoring against them in the Cup Winners' Cup this season.
You can see right there why he was a little upset. Great camera angle there, showed a little deflection of the defender.
The talents that we know they have. Favourite to reach this before Roberto Carlos. That's a good ball. South Stand here is being rebuilt for the World Cup next year, and that will take the capacity up to 44,000 all seated. It's a beautiful stadium built 70 years ago. In fact, it's classed as an historic monument, and they're having to rebuild within the original exterior.
Won't be long to a class of years that then as well, won't it?
As long as you don't try and rebuild me. Others have tried and failed. And Blanc, now Ibrahim. You can feel the buzz of excitement when he gets the ball. Sort of player that spectators love. His first thought is to run at defenders. Well, it's an awful long way out, but you never know with Brazilians.
Well, the way they look at the ball, look at the way he's got it there. He's got it in his hand, he's having a good careful look about it. It's placed absolutely perfect. I mean, everything's set that he's going to hit it. I just wonder if the kid is on.
It's what, all of 30 yards, Andy?
Why not? It's a 30-yard free kick with a 20-yard run-up.
Dear, dear! I don't believe it! What a goal we have just seen from Roberto Carlos! That is amazing!
Well, that was what was missing in Euro 96. That is quite incredible. Not so sure about the goalkeeper's position and what he saw, but we can't deny the quality of the strike. It had power, it had bend, it had accuracy. Watch this. Starts way, way, way wide of the goal. That's 2-3 yards wide and just clips the inside of the post. That is quite a magnificent free kick. I'm not so sure we'll see one better than that for many, many a year.
What do you make of what we've seen so far?
Well, it's been thoroughly enjoyable, I have to say. There's been lots of skill on show. The Brazilians, well, they've been pretty impressive, I have to say. I thought the French started the better. A great chance when Bar went through, and I think should have done better. But since that magnificent free kick, Brazil just seemed to have grown in confidence. And the French were shocked, no doubt. And they've just got to claw their way back into this game.
And even the French spectators now applauding the skills of the Brazilian players. And what skills! Dunga. Roberto Carlos, the goal scorer. Leonardo takes them on. Roberto Carlos, offside again.
Shouldn't have been, he knows it. He's looking right across the line. A great feat from Leonardo. drove into them at the edge of the box and just picked a little pass. But here again, Roberto Carlos might have been offside then, but look how wide that free kick starts. That is awesome, absolutely awesome.
Well, it started in Paris and it finished in Lyon, that ball. And what a journey it had on the way. Ronaldo, Romario. On it goes to Roberto Carlos, and the cross was excellent.
Well, that shows you, I often talk about that ball played in between goalkeeper and defenders. We're watching some of the best defenders in the world, real quality. But look how embarrassed Desailly is with that. Horrible bounce in it, a real difficult area, worried about smacking it past his own goalkeeper.
And that's the end of the first half of entertaining football from first minute to last. But the moment we'll all remember for a long time was when Roberto Carlos smashed a free kick in. There's Ibrahim Baris, who turned to the right flank at the start of this half and gets a free kick.
A little bit generous, I think.
And remember, France, who, apart from the penalty shootout against the Czech Republic in the European Championships, have been beaten only once in the last 3 years. That was against Denmark in Copenhagen. Chris, even in his immodest moments, keep praying to ever score a goal like that one, though. And he proves he can defend as well, Roberto Carlos.
No, he had a good position. He could easily have been attracted to Bar and left the space inside, but he wasn't.
Foul by Bar on that very same player.
He got ambushed, didn't he? He turned away towards his own goal, thinking I'll get a bit of time, as you sometimes get in international football as a defender. But Leonardo and Cafu were all over him.
Kunga arrows it out to Roberto Carlos, whose control let him down for once.
They're just on the front foot a little bit more, France, in this half. They've not stood off and allowed Brazil to play it across the back. Zidane's pushed when they haven't had the ball, pushed a little bit further forward and said, well, go on, then if you want to pass it along the back, we'll put you under a little bit more pressure this half.
Vieira, Zidane, Deschamps, good football. France finding their rhythm now, passing much better. And Roberto Carlos not having the opportunities this half, so far anyway, to get forward. Ibrahim Bar. It's not a bad ball. Maurice turned and turns again, and the save sets it up for Pela to equalise.
Well, I have to say it's been on the cards. The French have really upped the tempo, but they get a bit of luck. You know, Maurice attempted the shot first time, but Bar should never have been allowed to get the cross in. They had 2 against 1 wide on the right. Somehow he managed to squeeze the ball across. Well, Maurice took full advantage of his bit of good fortune. He should never be allowed out of this situation. He gets out too easy, and this is where he gets good fortune. He's quick to react, to be fair.
La respinta di Zidane, ben piazzato. Non era facile fermare il pallone per Maurice. Roberto Carlos. Il pallonetto, il tentativo di scatto di Ronaldo su Blanc. E c'è anche un fallo che è stato ravvisato, si è aiutato un po' con le braccia Ronaldo proprio all'indirizzo di Blanc. Lo punta messo a dura prova nelle sue attitudini difensive Roberto Carlos, si diceva fossero scarse nell'Inter, ma mi sembra molto migliorato sotto la cura, la direzione di Capello.
Giovanni's been quiet second half. He hasn't really contributed an awful lot. I'm just thinking if Jalminha's keeping Janino out the squad, he must be a bit of a player.
Cafu. Good ball for Ronaldo. That's excellent defending by Turan.
Brazil will be happy that they're back on track after that thumping they took against Norway.
Foul there on Roberto Carlos. Brazilians not looking too happy with things.
They've put a lot into the match, both sets of players, Alan. They've had to work very, very hard tonight. It's a good example. If you thought this was just going to be like a practice tournament, what these players have shown tonight, no, not at this level.
Leonardo almost got there.
Brazil will be a little bit worried about the way they played in the second half, but they've stuck at it. I think in the past, many Brazilian sides might have gone on to lose a game such as this. But they've built their sterner stuff when they're under pressure these days. The quality's still there for all to see if they're allowed to pass it. And the threat is there for all to see as well. At any time in a match at all. They won the free kick in the end of it. Going to shoot from there.
It's the first of 6 matches in the tournoi, and Roberto Carlos strike twice. French wall coming out quickly to try and close the space this time. On target again, and the deflection takes it for a corner, but it will not be taken because the referee's whistle this time is the final whistle. And Roberto Carlos, your vote as man of the match, started the tournoi off in magnificent style with as great a free kick as you will ever see anywhere in the world. A stunning effort, but the French, who had an excellent second half, hit back. A simple tap-in equaliser, but Keller will never forget it. Not many get to score against Brazil.